Hello and welcome to Bee Grove. That's right, it's Bee Grove because it is the home of birch, balsam fir, and bracken. So we call it Bee Grove. And I was just peeling some of this bark off of this nice dead tree. Look at what's underneath it. This other stuff, this thin stuff. Is that the Cambrian layer? Is that what that's called? Where the water passes up the tree? Doesn't pass up the tree, it goes up the tree. Oh my gosh, look what we have here. This is a what is it called? Not a river, is it a river spider? He was under that bark. Come on, Pilot Woodpecker, I found one. Come here, he's waiting. He's scarier of me than I am of him, you know that? If I touch him with something, I bet he'll move. It won't be my finger, though. Look, he stood up, ready for attack. Ha ha, I'm going to get out of here while I can. I still have all of my legs. Something spider, river spider, water spider, stream spider. Fishing spider, that's his name. It's a fishing spider. It's not a wolf spider. Not that I know what a wolf spider is. I don't. But this is a fishing spider. Look how furry he is. If I had my zoomy camera, you would be getting a really furry sight of this spider. I wonder if his family is on this tree too. They were all living in this bark. Look at how pretty the wood is, how it's all kind of bent. You know, like you'd see an old pillar. This would be a kind of tree you make a pillar out of. It's quite straight. It's leaning over me. Maybe I should move. So what do you think, Mr. Spider? He dropped down. Did you notice that? He didn't mind if it touched his front legs or if it touched his face. But if it touched his back end or his back legs, he was out of there, man. Out of there like fire. That noise is on the ground now. So I'm going to move over here because I don't want to sing that song. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Who could ask for any more than a spider on the floor? There's a spider on the floor, on the floor. Now the spider's on my foot, on my foot. Just kidding. Now the spider's on my foot, on my foot. Oh, my life is kaput. There's a spider on my foot. There's a spider on my foot, on my foot. Look what I found! Breakfast! Yay! Brekkie! This is coral mushroom, which is edible. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. Oh, it is really big, that spider on my leg. There's a spider on my leg, on my leg. There's a spider on my stomach, on my stomach. Wait, it looks so fuzzy, it looks like it's out of focus. It's a spider on my stomach. I think this is coral mushroom. I shall take it home and check. Oh, this is quite a hummock. There's a spider on my stomach. There's a spider on my stomach. On my stomach. There's a spider on my head, on my head. There's a spider on my head, on my head. Oh, I wish that I were dead. There's a spider on my head. There's a spider on my head. free food. That is, if it is the right thing. If it is not the right thing, it is death. There's a... Now the... And then he falls to the ground. And there's a spider on the floor, Look at that, coral mushrooms. I believe I'm falling in love. Now, I think these are coral mushrooms, so I must go check. I must go right home. Would you like to come to my house? Want to come over and play with me? You can come to my house and play. It's okay, nobody's home. We can have fun without Daddy's home. Actually, it's Willem. He's not Daddy. He's my husband. I don't think of him as my daddy, though. Look at how nice and straight this one is. That would be good for something. Now the spider's on the floor, You know, if I came out the way I came in, I would probably have a better, easier time of it. Now, I wonder if I can propagate this by putting it on a similar tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is, because it doesn't have much in the way of bark to identify it with. But one thing I knew about it. What do you know about that tree? We know something about it. Tell me what you know. We know 2 things about it. We know 3 things about it. 1, it's dead. It's simple. So all we have to do is find a dead tree, right? 2, wasn't it straight? No, it wasn't that straight. It was curvy. And 3, it grew in bee grove. Bracken, balsam, birch. That's a balsam birch, not a birch. Don't keep thinking it's a birch just because I showed it to you when I said birch. Look, this one. It doesn't start with B. Stump grove. See, this is a birch. Is it a birch? It's a yellow birch. Is it a paper birch? Or is it an aspen? Oh, so many questions. This is coral fungi, I believe. Doesn't look like it's fully grown either. But I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will know in a minute. There's a spider on the floor, There's a spider on the floor, You could ask for any more than a spider on the floor. There's a spider on the floor, That's all for today.